Hello everyone, welcome back. You'll notice we're in a different environment. It's because I'm home. I've had a bit of a decompression after a busy time with work, and we're back to hopefully conclude our playthrough of Echoes in the Void. In this interim period, I've had a think and I've started thinking about the tactics for actually getting it finished. I've just been going with the flow and I've realised that I've not been playing optimally. And there's actually zero chance of me finding the place I need to go to because I've not been discarding appropriate cards or reshuffling the right cards back in. But that's going to change. It's still pretty slim chance of us getting there anytime soon, but we'll see how we get on. Thank you very much for everybody who's joining us again. We're up to 11 subscribers. Records have been smashed. Thank you very much, it's most appreciated. I've got some ideas for a couple of upcoming adventures using our subscribers as inspiration for the characters in those. So if you want to be involved, hit the subscribe button and I'll be pulling people's names out as participants. So anyway, onto the matter before us. Hopefully the sound's okay. We've got Storm Bert outside. We're quite far north, so yeah, it's cold. We are on day 9 and we are in the crew quarters. So the personal quarters of the crew, filled with mementos and reminders of lives abruptly interrupted. The eerie silence is punctuated by strange influences of a sinister force that swept through the rooms and now lingers like a silent spectre. So I'm going to do my draws and we'll be back. Okay, just a quick one. For those of you that watched this far, hang around at the end, there's going to be a giveaway. As expected, the crew quarters were well stocked with personal items and provisions. I had a couple of days worth of rations to my supply. I also found a state-of-the-art chef bot, which would undoubtedly make eating more satisfying. And I found a medical bot to help keep me healthy. I think I could happily live here now, but the ship isn't in the greatest shape and I yearn for company. I'm starting to believe I'm the only person aboard. Day 10, medical bay. 7 health, 10 power, lots of bots. The familiar sight of the medical bay. The sprawling rooms seem to be an endless supply of resources. I salvaged some nutrients and a power cell before crafting an engineer bot. Whilst I worked, I dispatched my explorer bot in the hope I could locate the research labs to isolate the toxic leak. Although I was unsuccessful, I did find the life support room. Amidst the labyrinth of pipes and machinery, a battle for survival rages on. The automated systems labour tirelessly to maintain a livable atmosphere inside the stricken ship. Despite the mechanical and electronic efforts of the ship's systems, the room is unsettlingly silent. In reviewing the life support logs, I found another intriguing entry. Egg analysis. The egg is emitting a strange frequency that's interfering with our ship's systems. Even more concerning, crew members in close proximity to the egg have reported unsettling dreams and shifts in their mood. Then we're going to move on. So we're moving on. We're getting dangerously close to the bottom of the deck here. I hadn't quite realised earlier when I could have reshuffled the discard pile into the deck that it's game over basically when it's when the deck's is depleted. So we've got our explorer bot that we're using now to try and find. There's one card that is the research labs in the deck. So, and I can fish things out to put it back in when it gets discarded, but the odds are against me. But we're going to carry on. So let's see where we end up next. Ooh. So we're going to find a Queen. I think we've just been there. I believe that is the life support room. Location, Queen, life support room, yes. So we used our Explorer bot, we found the life support room, and then we're going again. So the life support room's there. Let's see what we find there. Oh, there's a 5, damn it. Then we find a 3, 2, and that. So what we've got is captain's log, a problem that needs resolving, and 2 more rations. So I'll take the rations. Those can go into my supply. So I'll eat, even though I don't need to, because I've got a life support bot. I'm gonna eat that and put it back in my discard. Right, I'm gonna see what's what. I'm not gonna use the Explorer bot since the only 5 is currently in my hand. Let's see what happens here. Day 11, life support room. 7 health, 11 power, many bots. 2 days worth of unspoiled rations lay abandoned in the control center of the life support room. In addition, I found another entry of the captain's log. Before I could read the extract, the lights flickered off. I spent a power cell at a nearby relay to recharge the local system and returned to the terminal. Quarantine. The entire ship is now in quarantine. Our med bay is working overtime to find a cure. Meanwhile, the egg continues to pulsate, its eerie glow seeping into every corner of the ship. Day 12, crew quarters, 8 health, 10 power. Bots. I was getting desperate. I rushed back to the crew quarters. Time was running out. I gathered the last remaining power cells and a maintenance bot. Communications went down yet again, but my power supplies are plentiful, so I could easily fix it. I used the Explorer bot once more and finally located the research lab. I hastily contained the leak, leaving me with 3 power cells, needing only 2 to power up the escape pod. Any feeling of jubilation was short-lived, however. I was out of time. And that's that. The deck is depleted. The rules are that if the deck is depleted at any time, you lose. I hadn't quite appreciated my discard pile is here. This could, if I'd have fixed the minor problem in the cargo bay, the deck would have been shuffled back in. I'd have had more time. Granted, there would have been more problems to deal with, but I had so many bots, I think I could have dealt with it. It was good fun. My first ever journaling RPG. It was interesting. It's Kickstarter, so some of the text isn't the greatest in terms of proofreading, and there are a couple of holes in the rules where I've just had to freestyle it a little bit. But overall, I mean, it's a good enough experience. I enjoyed myself. It's sad that the science officer, was I a science officer? What am I? I was the environmental scientist. It's unfortunate. I needed a king. So as I realised what you had to do, and I started thinking about it more strategically, I started to spend kings, knowing that that's what I needed to get back to the escape pod bay. But yeah, I was a turn or two too late. It's good fun though. I don't think, I mean, there are lots of options, because when you're drawing problems, you roll on a table, and so say for the example, the aliens table, we got the maggoty things that came out of the ice machine, but there are obviously 13 different that you could pull, and they're very, very different. Let's have a quick look. So an alien encounter, we could have got an infected crew member, an egg symbiote, a full infestation, a queen alien, void horrors, those sorts of things. So every time you play, I think it's going to be different. But yeah, I think my character's time is done. I don't think I'm going to go through it again. But what I will do, anybody who's watched all 3 and is interested in this, drop me a comment. Tell me what post your character would hold on the ship. And I'll pick one around Christmas. You probably only get 1 or 2. And I'll send it you. Freebie. Pass on the fun. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully somebody will take me up on the offer. Environmental scientist, what will you be? And then if you play through it, let me know how your story went. Thank you very much, and see you next time.